Okay, folks, so here's the drill. I was recently in the business to upgrade from my Bursa Thunder 380, which is a very good gun. Something that I liked. It was basically designed and made for the nightstand pistol, because due to its compact size and all of its safety features. But I wanted something bigger, something a little more stylish, and my first stop in my upgrade was the Taurus PT1911. It was a very affordable 1911 that I heard very good things about, which to my surprise, and I'm sure to most of you out there, I actually heard a lot of good things about a lot of Taurus guns from owners of them. Um, anyway, the 1911 is a beautiful gun, very effective and reliable as it was. Is almost 100 years old. Um, there were a couple things that turned me away from the 1911. I'm not going to get into all of them because I know some of you 1911 fans out there would jump down my throat for it. Not to mention, there are a lot of people out there that believe if you don't have a 1911, you don't have shit. Um, but the popularity of it is one thing that turned me away. People just nonstop talk about 1911s, 1911s, 1911s. Either you have a 1911 or you want a 1911. And it made me sick of them. It turned me off to them. But also, there's a couple flaws in a 100-year-old design that require a lot of maintenance and things like. But like I said, I'm not going to get into that. I'm going to stick with my opinions, and that's all I'm going to push on you people. Um, what I ended up with was the Taurus, which is a complete coincidence, by the way. The Taurus pt99AF, which is a Beretta clone. Truth be told, in 1980, Taurus bought a Beretta factory from Brazil, and they use Beretta material, Beretta machinery, Beretta equipment, Beretta specifications, everything in making this 9mm. A couple big differences, things that they've improved upon. I'm going to get to the things that they let go in just a second, but things that they improved upon are the ambidextrous frame-mounted safety, which is right there. You can see me flipping it from the other side for all you lefties. Also, it's frame-mounted instead of slide-mounted, which the slide mount was usually about right here. And there's a couple reasons I like that more. I'll tell you one of them. One of them is it's less expensive if your slide's ever damaged to get it replaced because it doesn't have all the safety mechanisms inside the slide. Bad thing about that is it does away with a decocker. If you don't know what a decocker is, when the hammer's locked back, when it's fully loaded, which for you safety nuts, it is presently not. It is very empty. When it's fully loaded, and you put one in the barrel for that extra one, which by the way this holds 16, 15 plus one, which is awesome. The hammer's stuck back. Now with a decocker, when you put the safety on, it slams the hammer. It puts a little shield in front of the pin button and puts the hammer down. No decocker on this. So if you don't want to leave it cocked like that while it's loaded, here's what you're gonna have to do. You have to put your thumb on it. You're gonna have to squeeze the trigger. Oh my God, so carefully. And let off the trigger, and it'll stop at a half cock, just like that. Now that's my method. I'm sure there's other ones. There may even be safer ones. Make sure you research that if you plan on carrying this for a concealed carry. Something else they've done is they have added Novak night sights as a default. Those are very nice. They are completely adjustable. The stainless steel frame with the blue steel slide and frame, the stainless steel barrel with the blue steel slide and frame and receiver are not default. They have lots and lots of different models. Good luck finding one with the stainless steel barrel. I didn't know, but apparently it's a rare thing. But full length guide rod. By the way, the barrel is floating and shifting. You'll see it drop back when I pull the slide back, and it stays like that. It won't move back forward until you put the slide back forward. It's floating, which means it's not mounted. It's loose in there when it slides back. That's to assist in conforming to the shape of the bullet as it goes in there. It helps with feeding and cuts down on jamming, which I have not had a single jam with this. 150 rounds. I don't think I've said that already, but 150 rounds through this thing so far. Feeding, firing, ejecting every single time. Full-length stainless steel guide rail to match, and not to mention that beautiful sound of the barrel being shifted back as the slide goes back. It's a wonderful sound. Very light trigger, just barely above 3-pound pull on the trigger, and it's very smooth. It's not gritty. It's not increasing in tension. It's very smooth, very nice. May get a trigger job, I don't know. The custom wraparound grips down there are Pachmir. I've heard them all different ways. I try not to pronounce it too much. Pachmyar, I do believe, if you want to take that upon yourself. Overall, this is a very, very good, very, very affordable gun. I believe, like I said, I traded in my Bursa Thunder 380 series for this. I got it out the door for around $250, which brand new, I believe they're about $500 to $600, depending on what you want, depending on whether you get full body stainless steel, whether you get a rail with it, whatever. Which I have a trigger mounted rail, mounts right here on the trigger guard, and it lays across the underbarrel to add a rail to this. Give it a little more beefy frame, little modern tactical look, which I like. Came with 4 magazines and some fragmenting 9mm rounds, which was just courtesy of the owner of the gun store. These things are sweet. We've had some cantaloupes, watermelon, stuff like that exploded upon impact from these bad boys. Some things that they took off from their original Beretta design. Beretta put a polymer coating over a lot of their controls, the serrations and sights and stuff, and it made them look plastic. In fact, a lot of people thought they were plastic, but they're not. They are metal, but they look plastic, and it gives it a little bit of a toy look. Not a toy by any means, though. The Beretta is very nice. It is more expensive because Taurus, like I said, Taurus is good, but they seem to lack that 5%, you know, at the very end, fit, finish, and little things like that. But it shows in the price, which makes them very balanced, affordability with quality. But if you're a fanatic, if you're a connoisseur, a guru, I'm sure you already know that you would rather go with a Beretta than a Taurus. But if you are someone who is like me and just an appreciator of guns, and someone that likes to own something with a nice little style and look to it, Taurus is the way to go, all the way. I am an avid spokesperson for Taurus, and I would recommend them to anyone. I'm sorry for taking 7 minutes of your time, oh, 8 minutes of your time so far. Breakdown is extremely easy, as it was with the Beretta. The push of a button on this side, right there, turn of a lever on this side, and pops the slide right out. Easiest thing in the world. For all your wear, tear, and care needs, getting it back on takes a little practice. Pulling the slide back and flicking that lever with your thumb to lock it back, but you get it in no time. Played with this thing so much my fingers are raw from pulling this slide and showing it off to everyone. It does get quite a few looks. It gets you know, a couple head turns, couple questions, all where'd you get that, all who makes that, and it doesn't have that big billboard on the side, as you can see, that Taurus usually puts on their gun. They have just a little one right there. This is Taurus, pt99 AF 9mm para, and the little Taurus logo on there. Normally Taurus has huge billboard on the side that says Taurus with their big logo. This one does not, which makes me very happy. If you have any questions regarding this gun or anything else that I've talked about, I'll be checking back. If you'd like me to check into any other guns, if you're looking to buy one, or I may not be able to physically show it to you, but I'm sure I can research it and find out everything there is to find out about it and let you know. Thanks for your time.